Gonna need another onion. It's all good. I get another purple, whatever onion. I think this is a pink one actually. Nope, it's a regular onion. Regular onion. See how this one, the state of this one. Did not like the state of the other one. Was not good, y'all. It's the thing, you pay for these things, and I expect every time I get onions, about 2 or 3 of them to be bad. That's how it goes. You're always gonna have some kind of loss. You know, things happen. It's the way it is sometimes. Hope you can see really well. I've changed the angle when I'm cooking. I find this angle is probably a bit better to see me work. Here. Unfortunately, now I'm back on the road. I just don't get the time to cook. So Sunday, the day I do cook, everything's being recorded from breakfast to what I have for lunch to what I cook for dinner. So I can still be putting out some cooking content. During the week, you'll probably see more things with me. Basically, shopping, going to stores, even eating out a little bit. So I mix up the game a little bit. However, it might not pan out that way on my channel because I produce videos when I have the time. And depending on how long they are, depends on how many I release that day. So far, so good. I put the onions in the wrong place. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, what's wrong with me, y'all? I can go with the rice. I'll figure it out. One of these days I'll figure it out, y'all. One of these days I'll figure it out. I won't screw stuff up. So the rice is going to have a little bit of celery flavor to it because I am picking up some bits and some of the celery's going with it. That's fine. It don't need a lot of onion in the rice, to be honest. Man, we're going to get this garlic chopped up. Do I have some already? Yeah, I got some free garlic. Found some loose garlic. I'm like, I better cook this before it. You know, when you buy garlic, if you do use garlic on a regular basis, that's no good. I'm not using that. A lot of times little bits when you break it off, if you don't do the whole bulb, you lose the little bits. They scatter around. And we got a basket where we put the onions and garlic and they just scatter around. And they get lost. Not in the sauce, but they get lost in the like onion peels, if that makes any sense. And then I'm like, always try to be diligent and look for them. This is going to be for the rice. I might add a little bit to the pot, even though I'm going to use a sauce with garlic. I'm going to add a little bit to the pot. When I say a little bit, probably a half a bulb. This is for the rice. Rice doesn't need a huge amount because it's rice. You already know. You know how it goes. Chop it on up, baby. That's not enough. It's not enough for my rice. I want my rice to taste good. Let's see. Let's get another one in there. We'll get 2 more. Now there is 2 of them. Chop them ends on off. Chop them off. Chop them ends on off, y'all. Back on the garlic. Yeah. I think it's enough for the rice now. I'm happy with that. Now, a little bit of broccoli fell into the pan that I'm going to fry the meat in. Hilarious. That's getting up to temperature. I don't know if you can hear it sizzle. If you can hear it sizzle, awesome. If you can't, don't worry about it. And mind your business. Ha! Ha! All right, we good, we good, we good. This is going to go in the rice. And then I'm going to add a little bit more. Some more for my fresh vegetable mix. So I find you make a paste, awesome. But I still find you need to add a bit more ingredients to it. Because the sauce is awesome. But remember, I might use a whole bulb in the sauce. However, I'm not going to use the entire sauce on the meat I'm cooking. So that means you're going to have to add a little bit more of the same ingredients to the mix. Yo. Yeah. It's all good in the hood. And everybody knows. And if you don't know, then now you know. Now you know. You know what? I would love to do lives, but I can't get my camera. I don't want to use my phone for it. To be fair, I want to be able to use my camera for it. I got figured out one day. I've got apps that connect to the phone. That'll connect the camera to the phone or a tablet. But when you go to, say, TikTok or the apps, they don't actually apply that. They like to use the actual phone, the cameras within the devices you connect them to. It's a strange one. There's got to be a way around that. I just think it's so odd. They want you to use their crappy cameras on these things. Now, to be fair, the camera on my Pixel is awesome. What I found, because I create a lot of content, is basically that when you're using a phone and recording, somebody calls you and everything stops. You know what I mean? It's just such a hassle. It is such a hassle. Got time for that meat. We're going to move this out of the way. I don't think I need to chop up anything else. Nope, nope, not even near done. I forgot about the celery, the spring onions. Your boy is slipping and falling at the same time. Let's move this out the way. Not good, y'all. Let's start with the celery, and we'll get the spring onions next. What's going on here? I'm slipping. Step my game up. I don't want these white parts. Ain't got no flavor. Ain't got no flavor. Chop it up small because I like it like that. I like it like that. I like it like that. And I don't know how to act. Chop something, baby. Chop something, baby. Chop something, baby. Chop something, baby. I like it like that. I'm slicing that celery way from the back. I like it, baby. Slow chopping, baby. Slow chopping, baby. Slow chopping, baby. Did I put? You know what? I said there was celery going in that pot. It's actually the white pepper. I did not chop the celery up yet. Man, I need to get my information straight before I talk to y'all. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Don't even know what I'm talking about. Let's go to spring onions. Spring onions up in there. Spring onions. Silly me. That's a lot of spring onions, you say. Well, I don't know what you're saying. You could be saying anything. You could be saying, ugh. Somebody said save those and put them in a bowl of pot of water or something. I would do that, but the thing is, I got all these other things going on in my life. I don't necessarily have time for it. Does that make sense? I hate when they roll away. You see how they roll off the thing? Can we get it to where they stay on the chopping board? I hate that when that happens. Bro, you be really working. It's like 6% of your work is going to roll off the chopping board. And ain't nothing you could do about it, but you sit there and just look at it roll away. It's just like watching a failed project. I mean, the countertop's clean to be fair, but it's just the work it requires. You know what I mean? God darn. Let's get this in here. Gotta be so careful, because sometimes that stuff be going down the back of my oven, and that actually destroys me. You chop all the goodness up, you chop it up, and then the next thing you know, your stuff is rolling everywhere. It's all over the floor, especially if you clean the floor. It's all over the floor. Nobody wants to see that. Don't nobody want to see that. Now, this is a very small amount of coriander. I'm actually, now look at it, I'm going to put some more in. Not happy with that. It's a small amount. So I got another handful I could throw in there, to be honest. And I'm going to use it because I don't know if they're going to necessarily use it while I'm on the road. Because a lot of times I prep up a lot of sauces and stuff, and they really don't actually need to use it. Does that make sense? I got smashed up a sauce today. And did, there's always one. I did a sauce today, and basically I used about the same amount of coriander for it. It's a delicious sauce. I put on some cheese and toast earlier. Oh, that was good. A little bit on the salty side because it's actually there to season lamb, which is why it's on the salty side. I'm going to grab a little bit more coriander. I'll be right back. Let's work with your boy. Work with your boy. And then after the coriander, got some okras. My favorite vegetable, of course. Everybody love them okras. I love them okras. You love them okras. We love them okras. Okra, baby, you're going to watch this coriander leaves or cilantro, depending on what part of the world you're in. I'm going to chop it up. Yes, sir. You already know. Everybody knows. You got to chop it up. What's that sound? There's somebody doing their laundry. The English, and I'm like that. We'll start hanging clothes out. I did my wife did. She hung some clothes out. Hey, that was you, Carmen. It's lovely.
There's some broccoli outside.
It's broccoli.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I don't know how that got there.
Like a little piece?
Yeah.
Huh. Really? Oh, it's probably me. Maybe. I don't know why it's out there. Maybe it rolled outside. I don't know. Let's see. Down to the okras. I try to get the best I can get. Apparently, when I looked at the okras at this shop, they said this is Mexican okra. Now, I don't know if it's an actual type of okra or it's just a fact it's grown in Mexico. It could be a little bit of both. But I like the shape of this okra. It's fat pieces of okra. Delicious. They go really well with stews. They're fantastic with lamb. I love having okra with it. And then this, it just makes it like a gravy, don't it? Okra really thickens things. I think okra is much better when you put it in stews. I know people cook it separately. Not really my thing. I like the taste of okra. I think okra tastes good. I think okra it's not doing enough with it. You're underusing it. It's twofold. It makes gravy and it's a delicious vegetable. And apparently it's a good source of iron. And I always have it when I can. If I can find some decent okra in town, in my stews. Yes, sir. That's how I do it. This is how we do it. That's my mess. Ah, look at your boy. Look at your boy making mistakes over here. Not good. I got a few more pieces over here of okras. And that's all of what I'm going to put in the pot. That's what your boy's going to do. Living the dream here. Let's get them seeds off. We want that good stickiness in there. And then next, the lamb will go. Bear with me. The lamb will go in the frying pan. Not the frying pan, but in the pot. We're going to turn this camera a bit. Be right back. Be right back. Isn't it some of the prettiest okra you ever did see? They're nice and fat. I like the flavor of this okra. It's just, the tips. I didn't cut the tips off. Silly me. It's just really good. I guess you could cook the tips. I don't see why not, as long as you wash it. But I just find it's more palatable, I guess. When you got that off. Yeah. And that's all the okra I'm going to use for the dish. Good to go. Let me get this off of here. I think my work here is done as far as chopping is concerned. The next video will be all about the lamb going in the pot. I'll see y'all soon. Holla, 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 holla.